What's up, YouTube? This is Too Raw for TV. All right, so we have a lot of things going on in this country right now. Of course, we're still in the midst of a new administration in Washington. We brought back a very controversial figure for a second term, and there are things going on right now as far as policies and actions as far as the administration is concerned that many people are very concerned about. Many people feel like there's an agenda at play where long-time protections as far as civil rights are concerned or human rights are concerned are being removed and leaving people vulnerable. Um, there is definitely a disinformation campaign going on as well, to confuse those and to miseducate people, having people who feel like victims when this country should not have people that feel like they're all-time victims or long-time victims. And there is definitely an agenda at play where people are trying to remove certain things from being taught so that history won't repeat itself in a negative way. On top of that, we got a case going on right now with two young teenagers who happen to be of different races that the liberal and conservative media are playing race games on for clicks, likes, and views and ratings. But in reality, they could be pushing this country further and further to a race war. I think many people in the media actually want that to happen. They won't admit it, but they want that to happen. They want it. They want it to happen. So one of the unintended, or maybe what it is an intended consequence of all these things that are going on, is that you have people who are more and more showing their hood, okay? To the point where they're making other people who may have some similar thoughts as them, even they are alarmed at how uncouth and savage these people are. So this guy right here on the right, who has the suit on, who, if you just saw him in your everyday life, he probably goes, "Hey, how you doing, pal?" And he seems like a really nice guy. But this man's name is Tyler Chambers, right? Tyler Chambers lives in a suburb of Tampa, Florida. And he was in, I believe, some type of community post on Facebook. And he said something that was absolutely disgusting about this little girl on the left. This little girl right here is 9 years old, okay? She lives in the same neighborhood as this clown. And apparently, the reason why she's on this doorbell camera is because she, along with her 11-year-old cousin, and I think the cousin may not live in the area, but the 9-year-old girl is the neighbor of Tyler Chambers. And they were selling Girl Scout cookies, right? And this guy got so annoyed that she was on his doorbell camera that he said in the post on Facebook, quote, because he wasn't home at the time, but he saw, when looking back at his doorbell camera, he saw the recording of her. He said on this Facebook post, Quote, "You're lucky we weren't home to shoot your ass. Dumb biatch." Didn't quite say biatch. He said another word. The other word is very similar to it. 9-year-old girl. What was her crime? Knocking on his door. So the other people in his community post were so alarmed by what he said that they reported his message. He quickly deleted his page and then went the typical coward mode, where all of a sudden now he wants to portray himself as the victim, right? Then all of a sudden he said, "Oh, the girl was a decoy for an attempted break-in at his home." But he had absolutely no evidence whatsoever to support this supposed theory or accusation. Said some bullshit about, I saw that I had on my camera. I saw that on my camera and have a wife and 7-month-old at home, which I would protect as you would. I was hot when I posted it, which is why I deleted it right away, and I could have handled it a lot different. So what you're basically saying is that you see black people as a threat, no matter how little they are. I mean, even if it's a toddler, you think that they're a threat. You saw her black skin. That's basically what you're saying. You could try to dance it around and try to clean it up as much as you want to. You're a racist. Pure and simple. You're a racist. Okay? Now, you know what's so interesting about this situation? The people in his community post, and most of the people in his community post, for what I can understand, look like him. Guess what they did? They not only reported this bastard, they doxed his address. They wanted him out of the neighborhood. So that tells you, right then and there, that even though we have some evil people in this world, we also have people who are not for this nonsense. You know what I'm saying? We have people who are not for this BS. And I applaud them. I wish there was more and more people like this. So this country would be a much better place. So he hasn't been back. I think that he basically fled the neighborhood. The mother of this child plans on suing him for trying to threaten his kid's life, her kid's life, excuse me. And we need to out more of these types of people, man. Anybody that's a threat. First of all, anybody that wants to wantonly just take out kids because of some sick mind state that you have, you don't need to be in society. You're despicable. But a lot of people are like this, man. They have this weird. I'm telling you, it's like I honestly believe that there is a constituent of society, and it's not as small as you think, not nearly as small as you think, that look at videos of cops unaliving black folks, and they really want to do that. It's like I don't know. It's like they see us as sport. It's like they want a trophy. They want to have the power to take someone's, uh, life away. I hate to put another word other than that. They want to do that. It's like it empowers them to do that, and that's how powerful the hate is. Doesn't matter if it's a child, man. They don't see us as human. They don't see us as human, man. Um, and at the end of the day, these are the type of people that need to be called out. And I'm glad that they did this. This is one situation where uh, there was a good outcome. There weren't a bunch of hood wearers trying to make excuses and, what I'm saying, protect one of their brethren. This is people who said, okay, look, uh, you don't belong here with us. You got to get the hell up out of here. I'm glad they did that. But anyway, tell me what you guys think, man.